Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're building a bridge. And not just any bridge, mind you. We're talking about a semantic bridge. And it's all about solving one of the biggest, most frustrating problems in the entire world of data, closing that gap between the technical gobbledygook in our databases and the real, honest-to-goodness business questions we need answered. Like yesterday.
You know the feeling, right? You are sitting on an absolute mountain of data. You know the answers are buried in there somewhere, but just getting a simple answer to a business question feels, well, impossible. It's this super common frustration, and today we're going to dig into exactly why that disconnect exists and, way more importantly, how we can actually fix it.
So what's really going on here? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental translation gap. On one side, you've got the world of the database, and it's speaking a very, very technical language. And on the other, you have the world of business, with its own unique way of talking about things.
I mean, just look at this. On one side, the database thinks in terms of things like pred.probability_is_npa, yeah, good luck with that. And these crazy complex operations called multi-table joins. It's literally like trying to build a puzzle using pieces from 7 completely different boxes. But on the other side, the business is just asking simple questions. You know, like, what's our customer risk?
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Most data platforms today force business users to basically think like database engineers. And what does that do? It just creates huge bottlenecks and means all those valuable insights stay locked away, hidden in plain sight.
So how in the world do we bridge this gap? Well, the answer is this really powerful idea called the Semantic Business Object. Let's break down how it actually works.
Okay, so the Semantic Business Object, I want you to think of it like a universal translator for your data. It takes all that raw, messy, technical stuff from the database, and it wraps it up in this nice, neat layer that makes perfect sense to the business. It turns those confusing tables into clear, actionable concepts we can all understand.
But look, this semantic bridge isn't just about, renaming a few columns. No, it's a really robust structure, and it's built on 4 key pillars that give our data real meaning and make it truly useful. So let's break them down.
All right, so here they are, the 4 pillars in action. You've got attributes, derived measures, actions, and services. Each one of these plays an absolutely crucial role in transforming that raw data into something the business can actually pick up and use. Let's take a closer look at each one. First up, attributes. The easiest way to think about this is that we're creating a shared vocabulary. We take those completely cryptic column names and we give them clear, business-friendly labels. So that crazy pred probability_is_npa just becomes default probability. Boom. Instantly, everyone's speaking the same language.
Next up, Pillar 2, Derived Measures. These are your most important numbers, your key performance indicators, your KPIs, and they're all pre-calculated and ready to go. And what that means is no more reinventing the wheel every single time someone needs a report. Anyone in the business can just ask for, say, total at-risk principal, and they'll get the same consistent, accurate number every single time.
Okay, the third pillar, actions. This is where things get really cool. This is where data stops being passive and becomes truly operational. It lets people who have the right permissions take action right from their dashboards. Things like applying a debit freeze to a high-risk account. And because all the business rules and security are built right in, it's incredibly powerful but also completely safe.
And finally, we have services. Think of these as little on-demand queries that get you more context when you need it. For example, a user could just click a button and instantly see the last 25 transactions for a specific customer account, all without having to write a single line of code. It's all about getting the right details right when you need them. Now, when you build this semantic bridge, the payoff is just massive. It goes way beyond just making better dashboards. It actually unlocks 2 of the most critical things for any modern business: becoming truly AI-ready and having absolutely rock-solid security. So by giving our data these clear business names and definitions, we're essentially creating a cheat sheet for our artificial intelligence. So when a business user asks a question in plain English like, "Show me the PD score," the AI knows exactly what that means. It gets the business context. And that right there is what makes true natural language search a reality. And the security model is just so elegant. Seriously, check this out. We define a single rule, just one time. For example, only show data based on a user's branch ID, and that rule gets applied everywhere, automatically. So a manager in London logs in, they see London data. A manager in Paris logs in, they see Paris data. It really is that simple and that secure.
So when you put this all together, what you're really looking at is a fundamental shift in how we work with our data.
This is the ultimate before and after. We go from a world where our best people are stuck wrestling with these insanely complex database tables to a world where they can just interact with simple, intuitive business concepts, like a customer portfolio or a risk watch list. It's a total game changer.
And that brings us to the final and I think most crucial question you should be asking about your own data strategy. Are you just storing data, or are you building that semantic bridge to truly understand it? Because in the world we live in today, that understanding, well, that's everything.